I'm your host, Man Khalifa, and welcome to a new episode of Your Body Has Rights. This program is about showing you different types of sports, from the least challenging to more challenging sports. But before I begin, I want to remind you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has entrusted us with our bodies, that we have to keep them well and fit. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to us in a hadith that the strong Muslim is better and more dear to Allah than the weaker Muslim, yet both are good. This was narrated by Abu Huraira and transmitted by Imam Muslim. Now today I have a very exciting sport to show you. It's called parkour or free running. This sport is very challenging, and we are going to show you the beginners, from beginners, intermediate, and advanced, how the sport progresses. So please stay tuned with us and let's begin. Fit for this life and the next, you deserve the very best. Work for this life and the next. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, dear viewers, to Your Body Has Rights. Today we have an exciting sport to show you. It's called parkour, in English, free running. I have with me Captain Muhammad Isa. He is the one who's going to show us the sport with his team. So I'm going to ask him a few questions about the sport. Tell us about the history of parkour. تاريخ الباركور.
هي نشأت في فرنسا عام 1990 على يد ديفيد بيل.
This sport was invented by a person called David Bill. He's a French man. In 1990, he came up with the idea, and he developed this sport. Tell us also about what is the idea behind the sport. ادينا فكرة عن الرياضة، ايه الغرض من الرياضة؟
هي الانتقال من نقطة ألف إلى النقطة ب بأسرع طريقة وأعلى لياقة ممكنة مع تفادي حوادث.
This sport is about going from point A to point B in the most efficient way, by bypassing obstacles. حاجة تانية عن التاريخ بتاعنا.
هي نشأت في الجيش الفرنسي، كان بيستخدمها الجيش الفرنسي في المناورات والحروب والكلام ده، في الهروب والدفاع.
So this sport is actually was started in the French army. So the French army used some of the techniques that David Bill has developed, and and then it made it into a sport. So it was initially a military type of training, then it developed into a sport. في حاجة تانية عن التاريخ ولا؟
نعم.
طيب حاجة تانية عن اللعبة عامة تقدر تدينا فكرة مثلا ايه يعني حتى تقدر تطبق اللعبة كيف هتبقى؟
هي لعبة بتحتاج قوة بدنية، لازم يكون الجسم قوة بدنية. يعني احنا بنهتم بالسويدي أولاً، بعد كده بنبتدي نخش في مرحلة التمرين. لأن أهم حاجة عندنا القوة البدنية، لأن هي لعبة مخاطرة فيها مخاطر كتير، فلازم بنبتدي فيها ايه؟ بنقوي الجسم، بنهيئه الأول، بعد كده نبتدي التمرين بيزكس.
The idea behind the sport, as I said, is bypassing obstacles. So it's a bit dangerous, especially for a beginner. But to be prepared for this game, you must warm up very well and also do certain type of exercises in order to strengthen your body. So the body has to be prepared in order to do the moves that they will show in this sport. So we will initially show the beginners. Maybe show some warm-ups, then show beginners type of exercises or of the moves that they will do. Then we will move on to intermediate and then more advanced. So like I said, we will stop here and then we'll take you for a small break. We return and we'll show you the warm-up for the sport and the different exercises. Thank you. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back again to Your Body Has Rights. Now we can start with the warm-up for the sport, parkour. Before we start, I remind you to say not only Bismillah, but to say Bismillah الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. In the name of Allah, in whose name nothing will harm, and He is the most hearing, the most knowing. This is very important because this sport is a bit dangerous. I always, when I'm doing any sport, I make this dua. Even though if I said it in the morning and I'm going to say it again in the evening, but I do it before the sport as well. This way Allah protects me against any harm, inshallah. So we're going to start with the warm-ups. The captain is going to show the warm-up, and sometimes we have to explain it. We might not be able to show every single move or every single warm-up because some of them require that we go on the floor and so on. So he will start. Let's begin. تفضل.
مكان.
Okay. So it's very important. Any type of sport that is intensive, or jogging. أنت كمل.
تمام.
It's very important to do like jogging or like fast walking. So you know, like we warm up before jogging, but jogging itself is a warm up for this type of sport because it's more intense. So first we do, let's say, about نقول 5 دقائق.
5 دقائق.
We do about 5 minutes of jogging. Even you can do it standing still, but if you have a treadmill or if you can jog in outdoors, please do that. بعدين الحركة الثانية أو الحركات الثانية.
رجل 11 تسوي.
Okay. So also, as you can see, there's lots of stretching and exercises that makes your body more flexible. Okay. So flexibility training. So by touching your toes, and he's demonstrated how you touch your toe, this is good for the back, extending the back muscles and preparing also the hamstrings.
وصل.
Now here you open your legs as much as you can, and then also, you know, kind of touch the ground. I'm not opening my legs as I should, but I touch the ground and I keep on slightly touching the ground up and down.
Okay.
Again, these are all flexibility exercises.
Squat.
And here, I think we've shown this one before, maybe in other programs, but this is also for the flexibility of the inner thigh muscles. So making those muscles more flexible, because this type of sport requires flexibility, lots of flexibility. So you just go up and down, opening the legs wide open. You know, you open it as much as you can. Of course, this will progress as you do these type of warm-ups. You can open your legs as he's doing. So open it as much as you can and keep those, you know, knees open. Don't close the knees like this. Always they're open. And then just sit down with your back straight. Sit down as if you're sitting on a chair with your back straight. Okay? So you do that how many minutes? كم دقيقة تقريبا؟ So all these that we've shown so far, other than the jogging, what was 5 minutes, the other ones we do it for 1 minute. Okay?
Jump.
Okay.
Squat.
So notice now this type of jump, he pulls his knees to his chest. Okay?
Okay.
So this is another important warm-up for the sport. ورينا كمان another time. So you notice how he jumped, he touches, he was straight in the air, and then you know, the way to do this properly is to think, I'm going to touch my knees to my chest. Of course, they won't touch, but when you jump and think this way, then you do it properly. Otherwise, your body will lean forward or backward, and you won't be able to do it properly. كم مرة بنسوي الحركة دي؟ 30. 30. So the jump, we do 30 repetitions of the jump. Please show us another warm-up. Again, flexibility warm-up. See, going down to the floor and up.
Down.
If you notice, his ankles are not are touching the ground. So this is a bit hard. I can't even do that. I have to go on my tippy toe. Okay. But to go like this, it's a bit more challenging. You know, to put your your heel on the ground is a bit more challenging. But he can easily do it. Okay? So we do, let's say, another كم العدد اللي نسويه؟
20.
20. So we do 10 on each side. Okay? Can you show us another one? ورينا حركة ثانية.
Okay.
Again, like you see, it's all flexibility exercises. He's leaning forward, and his knee is going to cover his foot. So when you don't see your foot, it means you're doing it properly. Okay? And then the back foot is 90 degrees. To notice his back foot is 90 degrees, and it's stretched all the way. And then his back is straight, and square, and he just pushes forward. Okay? Pushing forward. Okay. Again, we do 10 on each side, 20 repetitions. Okay. كمان حركة تانية.
Okay.
Another warm up. Okay. So it's the same move we did earlier, but now with the jump. So you're jumping and alternating legs. You jump and alternate your legs. How many of those? 30?
30.
So we do this 30 times. Okay? Another one. You have في كمان.
Stretching.
So now stretching the upper body. Okay? And here he's just rotating his arm. This stretches the shoulder muscles and as well as the chest muscles. Okay?
Okay.
And you do this again 10 on each side. So you do one arm or you do both arms at the same time. So you do it 10 times. Now ورينا كمان في حركات تانية.
Stretching.
Okay. So this is another stretching exercise. Okay. Now notice we said before that you warm up, you do the sport, and then you stretch. But some sports also you stretch before, and then also you do it after. انت قول لي لما نخلص يعني انت في كمان
ماشي
حركات.
فيه. Okay.
Okay. Again, another stretching. This is for the shoulder. So you try to touch your fingers to your spine. So if I go backwards like this, it'll touch my spine. Okay. And then I hold it for a little bit, about 10 seconds. When I'm doing warm-ups, I count to 10. When I'm doing stretching, I count to 30 to 40 seconds. So I'm doing stretching after the exercise, and I'm doing the same type of move. I count to 40, but when I'm warming up, I just count to 10, and I move on to the next warm-up.
Okay.
And this one is for increasing flexibility in the legs as well as warming up the back. Okay. See how he stretches his back and leans backwards, works out the lower back muscles. This way you're well prepared. So it's basically a whole body warm up, but slightly different than we've shown before. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. So here now notice this is a new one. We haven't seen this one before. Why you need to rotate your wrist? Because there's lots of strain on the wrist in this sport. You have to put all your weight on your wrist in some of the moves, so you have to warm it up very extensively. And another warm up.
Okay.
So another wrist warm up by rotating both wrists at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
Again, when you do these, you count to about 10 to 20. Okay. So if I'm doing both hands, I'm going to count to 10 because both are working at the same time. But if I'm doing one hand at a time and I do 10 and the other one 10. Okay.
Okay.
بعدين في
تمام.
حاجات تانية؟
ناخد ده.
Okay. So this one is both for shoulders, okay, and stretching your back muscles and the shoulders at the same time. So if I see it from here, so you're doing like this.
Okay.
Either by standing with shoulder widths apart, okay, and again you count to 10.
اوكي.
Another one?
اه. اه.
Okay, this is for the waist. So twisting and looking backwards toward your back by rotating also your arms. كمل.
اوكي.
Okay. Again, you count this one because it's on each side, so you're going to count to 20. So this is one time, one still, two, two, and then I count this way. I count 20 in total because I'm doing each side separately.
كده احنا عملنا الاسترتشات. بيفضل بقى تمرينات التقويه اللي هي سويدي تحميل على العضله عشان العضله تبقى اقوى. لكن ده تمرين الاسترتش. ممكن نخلص الاسترتش بعد كده نخش نتمرن بس.
طيب. So this is just to begin. It's a warm up to begin the actual sport. But there's also some exercises that are for strength, and these we will have to show you later. Now he's ready. Basically, he's ready to begin practicing the parkour, and let's go and show you some of the moves that they will do. It's going to be very exciting. Just stay with us. We'll be right back. Now we are going to show the intermediate level of parkour. So when they will do the moves, we'll explain each move. So here he tumbled over. See, the hurdles are 7 feet apart. This is for intermediate. And each person does according to his level.
Double Kong.
Okay, this is called double Kong. Just by passing from one hurdle to the other.
Dash precision.
Dash precision.
Dash precision. Double Kong.
Another double Kong. As you can see, one hurdle is higher than the front hurdle.
Double
Another
Kong.
double Kong.
Double Kong.
Another double Kong.
Kong.
It's called Kong. Just because he jumped over and he touched the second hurdle.
بيعمل جامب بيحط ايده على الحصان اللي هو الاخير. زي
That's another
كده
Kong. So
Kong.
you notice he didn't put his hands on the first hurdle. He bypassed it and put his hands on the second hurdle.
Monkey precision front. This is monkey precision front.
Okay, monkey precision front. That is
Monkey
rolling or
mon-
flipping.
monkey precision front.
Monkey precision. So he does a somersault in the air, and the monkey precision. So like a combination of two moves.
Monkey precision side.
So here, monkey precision side, he rolled to the side.
Side flip.
He did the somersault to the side. Now sometimes they don't succeed, so they just bypass it. Monkey precision front.
Okay.
So he touches the first hurdle, puts his feet on the second hurdle, and then he does a somersault.
Monkey precision lobster.
Obsta. So that's called the monkey precision obsta. That's a nice one. The one that they did earlier. It was a nice flip. It looks like a somersault, but it's not.
Double Kong.
Double Kong. So he touches.
Kong.
He's bypassing Kong. Bypasses the first hurdle.
Kong.
So, Kong with a roll. So he did a Kong and then with a roll. He rolled.
Double Kong.
Double Kong touching both hurdles.
Monkey precision front twist.
So this is a monkey precision front twist. So he did a somersault and twisted. So he stopped, he didn't complete the move. And that's normal. So sometimes if you don't feel that your speed is enough, you just stop. He did with a roll. So this is a Kong with a roll.
monkey precision round cartwheel front.
So I did the monkey precision
cartwheel front.
and cartwheel front. So he's adding, like they add to the moves. They start from the basic moves and they add one or two moves. And here he just jumped and rolled from the, just by touching the first hurdle.
ممكن مثلا لو احنا نغير
نغير للمتقدم يعني؟
لا نغير مثلا نعمل حاجات
اوكي.
يعني
Today we have shown you an exciting sport, parkour, free running. If you have any challenge or any suggestions or comments, please email it to us. Our email address is yourbody@huda.tv. That's yourbody@huda.tv. I leave you in the care of Allah, and until next time for another exciting episode. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Fit for this life and the next. You deserve the very best. Work for this life and the next. You deserve the very best. Work for this life and the next. You deserve the very